You probably had that unsettling feeling, that strong feeling that makes you suspect something is wrong. And sometimes that feeling can save a life. Today's story will make you think about the importance of listening to your intuition, especially when it comes to creatures that can't speak for themselves. Franklin Hardy, every year, spends time visiting his father in the town of Virginia. But this year's visit turned into a story he will never forget. When he visited his father in the backyard, he saw a strange sight. His father was digging a grave in the garden with a worried and tired look on his face. But when he got closer, the story his father told him about the dog Buddy, an indispensable member of the family, made him confused. He used to be a healthy, happy dog. Why did he have to be buried alive? Franklin decided to do what few people dare to do, not believe what Mr. Charles said and find another doctor. And the surprise that was about to happen changed everything. Franklin couldn't stop thinking about what his father had said. Buddy, the family's beloved dog, had always been healthy and energetic. So why had Charles suddenly decided to bury him? Even though his father had told him that veterinarian Dr. Henderson had diagnosed Buddy as terminally ill, Franklin still felt that something was wrong. He couldn't accept that Buddy, the beloved dog, had to go without a clear reason. With a strong determination, Franklin did not just stand still and listen. He called another vet, asking to examine Buddy again. Everything seemed to quiet down for a moment when the new vet arrived and began his examination. Everyone held their breath, eyes following the vet's every move. Buddy lay there, still looking around, wagging his tail innocently. All attention was focused on what the vet would say. And then the words Franklin had been waiting for suddenly came out. But what the vet said turned everything upside down. The vet looked at Buddy for a long moment, as if analyzing every little detail of the dog. Then he turned back to Charles and Franklin, his face solemn. There was a long silence, which made the atmosphere even more tense. Then the vet spoke softly. "Charles, Franklin, I'm sorry to say, Buddy is perfectly healthy. There's no sign of any serious illness or problem." This statement came as a huge shock to Charles. He fell to his knees, his face confused and choked up. Franklin looked at his father with surprise and emotion, while Buddy, completely unaware of what was happening, wagged his tail and ran to lick Charles's face. Buddy's reaction was a testament to the vitality and unconditional love the dog had given to this family over the years. Charles couldn't stop crying. He had been prepared for Buddy's death, but now everything had changed. Guilt washed over him, knowing he had almost made the wrong decision. Franklin, with a sense of immense relief, approached his father and patted him on the shoulder. "We did the right thing," he said, his voice warm. "Buddy's fine. Thank you, doctor." But the surprises didn't end there. As the truth about Buddy was revealed, a deeper investigation was launched, and what they discovered shocked everyone. Not only did this save a dog's life, but also served as a warning to all those who believed diagnoses without questioning them. After the truth about Buddy was revealed, Franklin and Charles were not only relieved that the dog was healthy, but also began to feel a responsibility to investigate further. Why would a trusted veterinarian like Dr. Henderson make such a serious misdiagnosis? It was something they could not ignore. An investigation was quickly launched, and what they discovered shocked not only the family, but the community. It turned out that Buddy was not the only one who had been misdiagnosed. Many other pets had been misdiagnosed by Dr. Henderson with serious illnesses, causing them to suffer days of pain, and some even suffered unnecessary deaths. Innocent animals, who had no idea they were being treated unfairly, had suffered pain and suffering because of a veterinarian's negligence and irresponsibility. When the incident was exposed, Dr. Henderson's clinic was immediately closed, and the doctor faced serious charges of negligence and lack of professional ethics. Not only that, but previous patients were also invited to come back for re-examination. Many other animals were fortunately saved by the new doctors, and their families were compensated. The story of Buddy and Dr. Henderson is an important reminder to never ignore your gut, even in the most difficult of situations. Franklin proves that sometimes listening to your intuition and daring to ask questions can save a life, and that's a lesson we can all learn from. This story is not just about a lucky dog, but about love, responsibility, and courage in protecting creatures that cannot speak for themselves. After the investigation concluded and Dr. Henderson faced serious consequences, Buddy's story spread widely in the community, causing many to reflect on the importance of protecting pets from the negligence of those responsible for their care. Franklin and Charles felt like they had won not only in saving Buddy's life, but also in speaking up for vulnerable creatures who could not protect themselves. Buddy, with his miraculous recovery, has become a symbol of resilience and vitality. He is now not only a loyal companion to the family, but also a testament to the power of love and care. Every day, when Franklin and Charles see Buddy running happily in the yard, they're grateful that they did not ignore their doubts. Buddy the dog not only shines a light on human kindness, but is also a poignant reminder of the responsibility and care we need to take in the decisions we make. Saving Buddy's life not only changed his life, but also opened up a broader conversation about trusting and listening to our intuition when faced with important decisions, especially when it comes to the lives of creatures who cannot speak. This story, while tragic in its beginning, has a happy ending. Not only did Franklin and Charles get to keep Buddy, they also sparked a public awakening about how we treat our pets. Love and care can overcome any obstacle, and sometimes we need to trust our instincts because they may be the key to saving a life. Buddy's story not only ended with the Franklin family's joy, but also left a profound lesson for all those responsible for caring for pets. After everything settled down, Franklin and Charles decided to do something bigger just to remember this incident. They launched a public education campaign, aiming to raise awareness about the rights and protection of pets, especially the correct diagnosis and not ignoring unusual signs. They also help families whose pets have been mistreated or misdiagnosed so that no dog, cat, or animal has to suffer unnecessary pain. Buddy, with his magical story, became the symbol of this campaign. The dog not only brought joy and laughter to the Franklin family, but also became a model of friendship, loyalty, and resilience. Every time he saw Buddy running around, Franklin's worries were eased. The dog not only overcame a great challenge in his life, but also helped his family realize that love for a pet can overcome all difficulties and challenges. Through these efforts, Franklin and Charles hope to create a community where every animal is treated fairly, protected, and cared for properly. And Buddy's story will always serve as an inspiration to all of us, reminding us of the importance of listening to our intuition and never ignoring doubts when it comes to the well-being of the creatures we love. Buddy's story not only ends with the dog being saved, but it also serves as a clear demonstration of the importance of protecting the vulnerable lives, those creatures that cannot speak for themselves. It also reminds us that, in life, we should not only believe what others say, but also listen to our own intuition, because sometimes it is the light that shines in the darkness of doubt. Franklin and Charles not only saved a dog, but they also helped many other families realize the importance of caring for and loving pets. They turned Buddy's story into a powerful voice for innocent creatures to help people understand that doctors' diagnoses are not always right, and that sometimes we need to stand up for those little lives. Buddy is now not only a healthy dog, but also a symbol of unconditional love and loyalty, a testament to the fact that with faith and love, any challenge can be overcome. The days of pain and anxiety have passed, and instead are happy moments as Buddy and the Franklin family enjoy peaceful days together. That is the great lesson this story brings. When faced with difficulties, believe in yourself and never give up. Because in life, patience, love, and courage can change everything.